Hi everyone, Kerry Ann here again from Obstacle Buster Challenge. Thank you for having me on your screen today. I'm here to share with you some really great tips on how obstacles lead to success. Did you know that everybody in life, most successful, most talented, amazing people, high achievers of life have all faced obstacles. They've all had setbacks, hurdles, fences that they've needed to climb over in order to reach their goals and achieve what they've achieved in life. So if you feel like you've got obstacles that are holding you back and you're sort of stuck wondering how to get over them or through them, or is there a way through, then you're in the right place today to get a couple of good tips that will just give you that little edge and help you out. I know a successful author, mentor, coach, and speaker who became what she is today because her whole life had been turned upside down. But she learned how obstacles lead to success. A totally unexpected hospital accident left her fighting for life on a machine, which kept her breathing for a couple of months, and in hospital a further 2 years undergoing rehabilitation. An acquired brain injury meant her life as she once knew it was no longer possible. Believing that she was still alive for a purpose, she set about learning how to overcome these obstacles. And in this short video, I would like to share with you some of the steps that she took in turning her obstacles into success. And I remember seeing a picture just recently, and the caption on the picture was, "And just like that, life was totally different." And just like that, life was suddenly and totally different. And that's really what her experience was. She went into hospital as one person, and then after this accident had to reinvent herself into someone different. Okay, you may not have had an acquired brain injury or experienced physical trauma of any sort, but everyone in one way or another has challenges they are facing which prevents them from succeeding in life. The first step that you need to take is to recognize and identify your own obstacles. Each person has unique challenges that they're facing, and you need to identify your own obstacles. Maybe you struggle with self-esteem. Maybe you think you're not good enough. Is it with doing physical or even mentally demanding tasks? Maybe you don't feel like you've got the ability or the energy to tackle tasks like that. Maybe it's keeping your weight under control. Maybe being overweight is your obstacle, and that's something you're constantly fighting and being challenged with. Perhaps one of your biggest obstacles is in financial areas, and you find yourself constantly worrying how to make ends meet because you always have too much month at the end of the money. We've all been there, I'm sure. And it's a common problem, especially in the challenges that we're facing in these COVID-ravaged times when some have lost their jobs, some have had their hours cut. So money problems can be a huge challenge to someone, and maybe that's your obstacle, just needing to get more money, make some extra income. Once you've clearly identified your obstacles and set your focus, then you must set your focus on your first step. Believe in yourself and form a clear picture in your mind of where you want to see yourself. So that your first step is to identify what your unique particular obstacle is. Maybe write it down. The second step is form a clear picture in your mind of what you want to see or be or achieve. Just have a clear picture. Maybe even write that down. If it's a weight loss goal, you know where you are now and you know where you want to be. So you need to have where you are now and then where you want to be at the end. And the in-between part, that's where the work comes in. But that's the steps you take to get from there to there. It's unrealistic to think, well, I need to drop 10 kilos. Yep, okay, in a month, I'm going to drop 10 kilos. That's realistically not going to happen. So that's an unrealistic time frame. The goal's realistic, but the time frame is not realistic. So you need to plan your steps to get from where you are now to where you want to be. Once you've clearly identified your obstacles, set your focus on your first step, which is believing in yourself, and form a clear picture in your mind of where you want to see yourself. This lady, of whom I'm talking, who had the accident, lives by the words of Napoleon Hill. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Whatever the mind can conceive, in other words, give birth to, it will achieve, because our mind is such a powerful thing. But we've got to believe, conceive, believe, and achieve. There are some great words of Napoleon Hill, and if you've ever had the opportunity to read any of his writings, I suggest you grab it, because there's some really good stuff in there. Visualize your success. Get a clear picture in your mind of what it is you wish to achieve. If it's walking or some physical challenge you may have, then do as this particular lady did. Prior to her accident, she had regularly played competition golf. In fact, she was a pretty gun golfer. All around the state, she'd travel playing golf and pennant and competition. And every night, as she went to sleep in the rehab hospital, she pictured herself playing the golf course. She visualized every stroke she took from the first tee off to the last putt on the 18th hole of the golf course. If your goal is for weight loss, then write down the weight you wish to achieve and the time in which you wish to achieve the loss by. Maybe picture yourself in the outfit that you can't fit into now, but that you really want to fit into. Maybe get a picture of it and stick it up so that you can see. And yep, that's what my goal is. That's what I'm aiming for. Keeping that in your mind is a really important thing, whether it's visualizing it as you're going to sleep, dreaming it, as this lady did with her golf, or whether it's putting a picture up of the outfit you want to purchase. Maybe if it's financial, you need to set a monetary goal and put pictures up of the money that you would want to achieve. But it's important to visualize and to begin to believe that dream that you have, grow it. That's how you grow it. You know, from conception to birth is 9 months in a natural time frame for a baby. Well, from conception to birth of your dream will also take time. The time will depend on a lot of things, obviously. But it's important that you visualize and you believe and you start to focus on where you want to be with your goal. And she knew that to play golf again, she first had to learn to walk by herself. So that was her first step. If your goal relates to positivity, then you must clearly see yourself always speaking positively. your mouth will always speak what your mind tells it to. Even the Bible says, as a man thinks in his heart, so he speaks. And we've referred to the Bible a few times in the different talks that I've given. And it doesn't matter if you don't necessarily believe the Bible. The words of the Bible have been used in many discourses for generations and since forever. In fact, I think it's one of the philosophers down through the ages, like the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius. He lived in AD 121 to 180, I think. He concluded that we become what we think about. He didn't discover it. He was just saying what the Bible had been saying all the time, but he confirmed it. He acknowledged it as a discovery, I suppose, but he confirmed it, that we become what we think about. She would also stress the importance of reading as many motivational books as you can. Whilst in rehab, she was given a copy of the book The Secret, which featured Australian author David Shermer, who became one of her good friends and mentors in the last years of his life. So reading motivational books and positive books will help keep ourselves focused on our goal that we want to achieve and help grow our belief in the fact that we can actually achieve that in time. Break that goal down into small steps. It's easier for you to measure your progress that way. Patience, persistence, and perspiration make an unbeatable combination for success. Patience, persistence, and perspiration, and there'll be a bit of that. Be prepared for and expect feelings of frustration and doubt, because they certainly will come. This lady says that while she actually believed she would achieve her goals, there were times when she felt very discouraged because progress was so slow. Don't be afraid to ask for help. In these steps that you're taking, this journey that you've decided to take, these goals that you've set, from where you are now to where you want to be, you might need some help. Don't be afraid to help. Ask for help. No man is an island, and you'll be surprised the amount of people who are happy to help. As long as they're positive people and they don't put you down and they're not naysayers, then people will be glad to help with you, because every one of us wants to succeed in life. And by now you've probably guessed that this is my story. I'm the lady who was in hospital on life support for 2 months and then hospital rehabilitation hospital for 2 years, learning to talk, walk, feed myself, communicate, all those kind of things again. But if I can do it, anyone can do it. And yes, it is hard work. I'm not saying it's not. Patience, persistence, and perspiration make an unbeatable combination for success. But this is how obstacles lead to success. By setting some goals, working hard towards them, breaking them down into small steps, and just doing little bits at one day at a time. I hope that little story has helped you to feel a little bit more confident in the fact that we all have obstacles, we all face challenges in life, some greater than others. But we can't quit, we've got to keep going. We're here on earth for a purpose, and we've got to fulfill our purpose for our generation and just do the best we can with what we've got. So obstacles can lead to success, and you can achieve great things. You've got a fabulous future ahead of you, like me. So let's do it today. Let's be I can people, and let's have a good, I can overcome these obstacles, I can find success. So thank you very much for listening today and letting me talk to you for a little bit about how obstacles lead to success, and we'll chat again soon. Thank you, and feel free to like and drop some comments in the section down at the bottom of this video. Thank you. Good night for now. Bye.